How did young Thug go from an endless gang trial to walking away a free man? In a high-stakes journey that has kept fans and the public on the edge of their seats, rapper Young Thug has faced one of the most challenging chapters of his life. Once seemingly destined for conviction due to complex gang-related allegations, he now finds himself walking free. A surprising twist for someone who had been involved in a lengthy and intense legal battle. This article will delve into how the popular artist went from a seemingly endless gang trial to regaining his freedom and what legal strategies, controversies, and support systems played a role in his remarkable turnaround. The start of the legal battle, high-profile allegations and charges. Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, first faced serious legal trouble when he was arrested on gang-related charges, primarily linked to allegations surrounding his involvement in the infamous YSL, Young Slime Life gang. Authorities claimed that YSL was not only a music label, but also a criminal organization involved in illegal activities such as drug trafficking, violence, and other organized crime. Thug and other associates were charged under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, a law often used to prosecute organized crime groups. This arrest and subsequent legal battle marked one of the most significant moments in Young Thug's life and career. As someone who grew up in Atlanta and witnessed firsthand the challenges of poverty and crime, Young Thug had a complex relationship with the streets, and his music reflected these themes. However, the allegations suggested that his ties went beyond his music and into organized criminal activity. The authorities presented evidence, including wiretaps, social media posts, and witness testimonies, aiming to prove his leadership role in the gang. Legal hurdles and intense media coverage. The case quickly gained national attention, not only because of Young Thug's celebrity status, but also because it touched on broader issues about freedom of expression, the role of rap lyrics in criminal trials, and the cultural context surrounding his life and music. Prosecutors sought to use his lyrics as evidence, arguing that his music was more than entertainment. It was a reflection of real-life crimes. This move stirred public debate, with many arguing that art should not be used against artists in court. The case soon became a symbol for the ongoing struggle between the law and artistic freedom, particularly in hip-hop. The pressure on Young Thug intensified as evidence against him mounted. His associates faced separate trials, and some were sentenced, while others accepted plea deals, raising fears that he could face decades behind bars if convicted. However, his defense team remained committed to proving his innocence, arguing that the case was based on stereotypes and circumstantial evidence rather than hard proof. The turning point: key defense strategies and legal wins. After months of intense court battles, Young Thug's defense team began to find holes in the prosecution's case. One of the major turning points was the argument against using his lyrics as direct evidence of criminal involvement. His lawyers argued that his lyrics were expressions of creativity and reflections of life on the streets, but should not be taken as direct admissions of guilt. This line of defense gathered support from both legal experts and the music industry, which began to rally behind the notion that artistic expression should not be criminalized. Another critical strategy was challenging the credibility of witness testimonies, especially those from former associates who had agreed to cooperate with authorities in exchange for reduced sentences. By questioning the motivations of these witnesses, the defense weakened the prosecution's case and cast doubt on the reliability of the testimonies. Additionally, some evidence was deemed inadmissible in court due to procedural issues, further undercutting the prosecution's position. Young Thug's legal team also worked tirelessly to frame him as a reformed artist who had left behind a troubled past. They highlighted his charitable work, his mentorship of young artists, and his positive impact on the community. By presenting Young Thug as someone who had transformed his life for the better, they painted a compelling narrative that resonated with the jury and the public. Public support and the power of advocacy. As the case dragged on, Young Thug received significant support from fans, fellow artists, and social justice organizations who argued that he was being unfairly targeted. The case touched on broader issues regarding racial bias in the justice system and the criminalization of black art and culture. Many saw the charges as an attempt to silence a prominent black voice, and public support grew as people questioned whether he was being targeted due to his background and success. Social media campaigns and public rallies added to the growing pressure on the judicial system, forcing authorities to consider the larger implications of the case. Organizations like the ACLU and prominent figures in the music industry spoke out against the use of lyrics in criminal trials, further building momentum for Thug's defense. The final verdict and a new beginning. After a lengthy and high-profile trial, Young Thug was ultimately acquitted of the most serious charges. The jury found that the prosecution had failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was directly involved in organized criminal activities. While he still faced some minor charges, the acquittal on the gang-related counts was a major victory for the artist and his team. As he walked out of the courtroom, Young Thug's freedom marked a powerful moment for him, his family, and his fans. This victory also had broader implications, shedding light on the challenges faced by black artists and the way their work is often scrutinized by the legal system. Young Thug's journey from facing years of imprisonment to walking free was a testament to the power of persistence, strong legal defense, and public support. Looking ahead, Young Thug's legacy and the impact of his case. For Young Thug, this victory was more than a personal triumph. It was a defining moment in his career and life. The case raised awareness about the criminalization of black artists and the broader social issues tied to racial bias in the justice system. His legal battle underscored the need for reforms to ensure that artistic expression remains protected and that artists are not unfairly prosecuted based on stereotypes. With his newfound freedom, Young Thug now has an opportunity to redefine his life and career. Many fans hope that he will use this experience to create music that addresses his trials and provides insight into the challenges of navigating fame and justice. For the artist, this experience has not only tested his resilience, but has also offered him a unique perspective that could inspire his future work. Young Thug's journey is a powerful reminder of the challenges artists face when their backgrounds and artistic expressions are put under legal scrutiny. While he has walked away free, his case will likely leave a lasting legacy on the way the legal system views artists and their work.